Hello again, guys. Kill Sports here again today, and I am back. Guys, sorry that I've been inactive for a week, but today, as you can tell by the title, I will be doing my third movie review on the channel, and the movie is Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Spoiler warning: if you haven't seen the movie, click off of this video right now and come back when you have seen it. Okay, that was your warning, so let's get right into it. So I overall enjoyed the movie. I'm just going to give a quick little synopsis. It's a continuation of The Force Awakens, and it's just about the First Order trying to end the rebellion, and the rebellion is trying to get help from Luke Skywalker, and it's also to see if the Jedi is all but over. There was just one thing I really didn't enjoy about the movie. I'm just going to get just one thing about the negatives. I'm just going to get right into that first, but I just didn't like the whole Finn and Rose storyline to me. I didn't really like it. It had some of its moments. I get what they had to do and stuff, and I just felt that part was something that shouldn't have been in the movie. Like, again, I get what they had to do, which was to cut off the tracking device that the First Order had, but the casino part, to me, that I just didn't understand why that was included. Like, it was something that shouldn't have been in the movie to me. I mean, they met that guy, the codebreaker guy, that was supposed to help them, and then he turned on them because it's all about the money to him, But I don't know. I just felt like that whole thing that shouldn't have been in the movie. But I would say that my favorite parts of the movie were ones with Rey and Luke Skywalker. I just felt that was just so cool to see Luke in the movie and stuff. Like, I was just really looking forward to seeing him when I got into the theater. We were left on the cliffhanger to see what he would do with the lightsaber back from The Force Awakens, but what we saw is he decided to just throw it behind his head, really showing that he doesn't really want to be a Jedi anymore, and he said in the movie that he wants to just die on this island. That's why he's just saying in this island that nobody knows where he really was and stuff. But we get into it later about what he really does and stuff, but we also had some cool moments with Rey and Kylo Ren. They were using the Force to talk to each other and stuff, and then we almost saw Kylo Ren, just almost saw him turn to the rebellion, because he's actually Ben Solo. He almost turned to go to the rebellion as he killed Snoke, who was like the supreme leader, and that whole thing, and then him and Rey helped. They both killed the guards, and we had a moment where an awesome moment where Kyle wanted Rey to join her to create this new thing in the galaxy, but Rey didn't want to do it. And then they had the lightsaber. They were both using the Force and stuff, and then they kind of went off of their separate ways. The action was just fantastic in the movie too. I mean, excuse me, like with Kyle getting his TIE fighter, that was really cool when he did all that stuff. He killed all those all the fighter jets and stuff. Really awesome. We had Leia. I don't even know what happened. Like, they blew up her ship, and then she kind of flew basically in space to like save herself, and then she was just kind of in a critical condition, but then she came back. We had towards the end of the movie when Rey was taking over the Millennium Falcon and she killed a bunch of TIE fighters. We had that, and then when Commander Dameron and then the little droid BB-8, in the first few scenes they were inside a fighter jet, and then they were just doing awesome and stuff, killing all the turrets on the Star Destroyer. And then the rebellion, I guess the girl with the blue hair, I think she stayed behind when they all went into the transport things, and then she kind of stayed behind, and then she went like light speed and destroyed all the Star Destroyers just by going right through them. That's really awesome. I don't understand how that happens, but it's insane. But I'm going to say my two favorite scenes in this movie were when Yoda came back. That was so cool to see Yoda in the movie. He had an awesome moment with Luke. Yoda brought lightning to destroy the place with the old Jedi textbooks and stuff. They had a moment, and then Luke finally met back up with Kylo Ren, as we saw in the movie. Luke said that like he sees what what Ben Solo is gonna end up becoming. He's gonna end up becoming like this evil, just awful person, and he wanted to kill him, but I guess that he might have actually been able to like turn him into being good, and then that whole thing they finally back up, and I guess like the AT-ATs and the AT-STs, they just shot at him. Shot Luke like, oh my god, he's dead, but he ends up just brushing it off. He stayed alive and everything, and they ended up having the fight scene, but Kylo, he tries stabbing Luke, but we see he's like invincible kind of, because Luke is actually still on the island using the Force. That's pretty cool. But the big death scene, he dies. Yes, he does die. Dies on the island. He kind of just disappears after he has that moment and stuff. He did end up getting to meet with Leia though before the fight scene. We all knew that this wasn't the end of the Jedi though. Even though Luke died, Luke taught Rey how to use the Force, and we also got a kid that seems to be a future Jedi when he had the ring on his finger and he was looking up into the sky. So there will be a third part of the movie, but again, we have to wait, I guess 2 years, because they have to show the Han Solo story, and then they'll have they'll finish the trilogy off with the third movie in about 2 years. But I enjoyed it again. I didn't like the Finn and Rose storylines as much, but for me, just nostalgia that I had during the movie, because I've just been a Star Wars fan ever since I was a kid. I used to play like the Lego Star Wars games, and I really got hooked into it. I was really excited going into to see this movie. But again, go see it in theaters if you guys have not already. I don't even know why I'm saying that, because I already said in the beginning of the video, if you haven't seen it yet, go see it and then come back to see this video, because there's spoilers. But if I would have to give it a rating out of 10, I'll give it an 8.7 out of 10. That's pretty good, I would say. And it's just a great movie. I definitely think this is one of the best Star Wars movies I have seen, but it's not the best one, because I've actually heard people say that this one was the best one ever. I don't agree with, but it was still a good movie, in my opinion, a great movie. But yeah, if you guys have seen it, let me know what you thought about it. But yeah, I'm KillOB Sports, and I'm out.